Hi guys. Okay, so I really like to cook from scratch, and it's very rarely that I ever eat out of a box or eat frozen food. So, but Erin from Baby Vlog, she's been doing a lot of crock pot recipes lately, and since I have had absolutely no drive to cook from scratch, I decided I will pull out the crock pots and whip something up. So today I'm gonna make fajita steak rolls, only I've revised it. You're actually supposed to put you're supposed to get steaks, and I did not have steaks, so I have 2 pot roasts. I did have steaks, but I had top sirloins, and I really didn't want to waste them on this recipe. I'd rather cook them as a steak. So I used 2 pot roasts and just cut some of the extra fat off. And I'm using 2 so that I can freeze some later for my husband, and he can have that for work. Yeah, so you're supposed to use steak, and you're actually supposed to blend all these vegetables, which is green bell peppers, red bell peppers, and orange bell peppers, and onions. You're supposed to blend all that, and then you're supposed to use the steaks and roll them with all this vegetable mixture inside and roll it up. But I decided that I'm going to shred it so that it can be more like a fajita, and we'll just put them on tortillas. So I chopped all of the vegetables, and I left them large because they are going to cook for several hours. So I left them bigger. And then what you do after you put everything in is you put salsa. And this is just salsa I made. Hi, Tess. This is just salsa I made, so I'm just going to put that in it. And it calls for also lime juice and cilantro and jalapenos. But I didn't have any of those fresh, so my salsa actually has all of that in it. So I'm just going to put that straight in. And I will do that, and then I'll show you everything in the pot. Okay guys, so I've got everything in there. And they're both in there. You can't really see, but they are. It's under all the vegetables. And I did salt and pepper the roast. Yeah, and I put like a 1/4 cup of water in the bottom just to have some liquid. And I'm going to put the salsa on. And I don't even know how much it calls for, but I'm just going to pour it on. And this is also going to help to be some of the sauce as well. And I'm going to save that little bit in the jar because I think it says about 15 minutes before it's finished, you're supposed to mix some more of the salsa in it, just so you have a bit of a fresh taste of the salsa. Whoops. So we will do that. Let's put the lid on. So I'm going to cook this on high for about 5 to 6 hours, or longer if it needs it, just so that it's done by the time my husband gets home. And then in this crock pot, I'm going to make dessert.
Dessert?
It is, oh, it's over here. It's called brownie bottoms. Does that not sound so yummy? But it only takes an hour and a half to cook, so I will do that when I'm closer to dinner time, and I will show you guys that. Alright, we're going to do the brownie bottoms, and I have... Alright, so my in-laws just stopped by, so we're going to do this. Okay, so you're supposed to boil 3/4 cups of water and add 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder and a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. You're supposed to add all those in, and then bring those to a boil. So we'll get those to a boil. Alright, so we're boiling now. We're just going to set that to the side. And then we are going to mix the rest of the cake batter. So now you're supposed to use brownie batter, but I just discovered I don't have any. So I'm using cake batter, cake box mix. First we add 2.5 cups of cake mix. Well, brownie mix actually. Uh-oh. And then 2 packages of 3-ounce chocolate pudding mix.
Daisy. I'll put this, Mom. I'll put this one.
Kate's helping me. Okay, pour that one in. Good girl. Okay, so there's the second one. Sorry, my kitchen's really dark.
Yeah, this one.
And it's nighttime here, so. And then what else? And then 3 tablespoons of melted butter. 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. And 2 eggs. And we'll just mix that together. Okay, so everything's mixed together, and I realized I forgot to add 3/4 cups of water, so I put that in. And I'm really hoping this turns out where I used cake batter instead of brownie batter. So we'll see. Okay, so there's that, and then what we do first is I've sprayed the crock pot with cooking spray, and it's on high. And what we do is we pour this and spread it into the bottom of the crock pot, and then we pour the cocoa and brown sugar mixture on top. So we'll do that. Alright, so we've got the batter spread in the bottom, and we're going to add the cocoa mixture on top. And we're going to cover it. And it's supposed to cook for 1.5 hours, and then you turn it off and let it sit for half an hour. So hopefully it turns out, and we'll show you when it's done. And then over here we've got our fajitas cooking. Yummer. It's gonna be so good, guys. We're real close to finishing that up, and I'll show you that once it's ready. Alright guys, it's finished. And I just pulled all the meat out, took all the extra fat off of it, and put it back in and just shredded it up. So yeah, and we're gonna have some avocados, cheese, and some sour cream to put on top, and some tortillas. Put them on the tortillas. Here's the finished product, guys. Just gonna wrap that up. Looks so good, I cannot wait. And I will show you the brownies so far. If you can, I'm not gonna open the lid, but if you can see in there, they are puffing up, and it's gonna be so good. So we'll show you that in just probably about another hour.
Doing a video.
It's really dark. Brownie bottoms. This is what it looks like in the crock pot. It's all yummy. So the cake worked, apparently. Ice cream. And trust me, it tastes good. So hope you guys try this, because the fajitas were awesome. My whole family liked them. So kids are having ice cream. They didn't want cake, huh?
Hi.
You say hi, Kate.
Hi.
Say try the food, it's yummy. Say try the food, it's yummy.
Try the food, it's yummy.
Bye.